Can people hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Okay, there you go. Ha. Okay, there you go. Ha. Okay, there you go. Okay, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are in the world, morning, noon, or night. I am gonna try streaming again. My name is Candy. I go by Candy Coded Sims here on YouTube. This is my channel. I'm trying to restart it, but as you can see, we are about to play Teen Mom My Way. Now, I am not a great storyteller, but I will try. I'm going to introduce you guys to the characters, and I'm going to show you a couple of builds, and then we'll get into the actual gameplay. If you hear something in the background, it is the fan, but it is like kind of a couple of feet away from me, but it's supposed to be one of those silent tower fans. It's not really silent, but anyway, I got the courage tonight to try again. I mean, I have 3 followers on Twitch, and yeah. Okay, so here we are. This is, let me go into manage worlds real quick, and I'm gonna take you guys from the beginning of what I did and how far I got with this little series. So I originally was just playing it by myself, but I decided to try streaming again. I want to get some more money so that I can set up a real streaming setup and like have a face cam and a monitor and a keyboard. Okay. So let me take you back to the beginning of this series where I originally started this from, and we're gonna go back to Copperdale. And I'm gonna show you this build that I downloaded off the gallery, but I remodeled it to my liking in the way I wanted it. So here we go. These two are, well, let's just go into the game.
Narshkul Smiba, huh?
No, that's not what we're doing. Exit create a sim. I thought I was just going into the game, not moving somebody in. Copperdale. Play. I I was watching a stream on my phone, but I kind of exited because it was echoing and I didn't want it to continue to echo. So if I miss anyone's comments, I'm sorry. But I will go back in and check them. I may have to turn down the volume so it doesn't echo into the microphone because I'm wearing a headset. And I turned the music off in the game, but I will turn it back up here in a little bit. I mean, I love The Sims. I love all three of their versions of the game. Well, four. I really like The Sims 2 the best. But The Sims, when I was a little girl, oh, maybe like 13, 14-ish, because I graduated in 05. When I was a little girl, I remember it coming out on a computer, but I didn't play on a computer. I very first played The Sims as an adult on Xbox, I believe 360 it was, Xbox 360, and, okay. So here we are, this is Tessa Weber, and this is, let me see, let me turn on all the lights. So this is where I started the series at, and I'll go into build mode so that you guys can see what I did. It's kind of cute, actually, I think, anyway. So I started with Tessa, and I had 3 moms. I'll go into the gallery and show you the moms that I had, and I'll show you that other family that I was just on. So what I did was I downloaded this homeless shelter off of the gallery, and I turned it into a homeless shelter slash like clinic. You know how they have those little clinics where you could go and have find out if you're pregnant and all that stuff, and you could get you know what, you could have those too. So it's like one of those type of clinics. I forgot the name, but I made a little playground for the kiddos, for the toddlers. And then, so, let me show you the outside of the building. So this is the building that I created. It was originally a homeless shelter when I downloaded it. And I kept the original shape and all that, but I didn't do anything else with it. As you see at the top, it says Teen Mom Shelter and Clinic. And so down here in the bottom, you have the clinic part. Let me put the walls up. So when you go in, like, you have vending machines, there's tables like for patients. I mean, they can come here and get medical help too, because she is a level 10 doctor. They have vending machines, tables, chairs, whatnot. Oops. Over here they have restrooms. They have restrooms, 2 sinks, a shower, just in case something happens to the patient. I don't know. You have the doctor's office for, I should have 2 doctors in here, but I only have 1. You have doctor's office in here, and you have your little where you go sit and get checked and all that. It's missing from over here. It's missing from over here, but the same little checkup room, okay? And then one of the girls had a dog, but we took the dog with us. And then you have, on the other side, you have your patient bed waiting area. So if you were to download this, instead of taking your Sims to the hospital, you could actually have the girls or whoever you wanted to play have their baby right here. They have a bassinet and everything. And then, this is the bed. There's 2 rooms. Or if you had a sick patient, say if you had a couple of Sims that you were playing and they were living in a shelter, you had a sick patient, the doctor could kind of, do her thing and check them out, see what's wrong with them. I had the doctor check the girls out and help them with the genders and the births. I'll tell you about this guy here in a minute. This is Max Bonds. He is the one funding. Okay, so he works for like special agent government. So he's the one funding the clinic. He's funding the clinic, and he is also the one to make sure that the girls are being taken care of. And Tessa is the doctor. She is the one to make sure that the girls are doing what they're supposed to do, take care of their medical needs, helping them, all that good stuff. But this is like another little waiting room. You know, in a doctor's office, you have your waiting rooms. There's a couple of game tables. There's a bookshelf, a TV, a couple of toys. And then there's toys out here, you know, for the older kids and the little kids that have toys outside. I don't have a toy box because I did not want the Sims to pick up the toys. And so Tessa is what you would call a residential aide. She's a live-in nurse. And she does go to work every day. But this is her little apartment that I had put together for her. She has a one-bedroom apartment, a kitchen, a stove. She has a bed, you know, a TV. She has her own personal dwelling, a shower, and a toilet. You know, I could actually give her a bathroom and shower combo, but that's what I gave her for her comfort needs. And then she has, since she does work, she also has her own laundry. You know, she has her cleaning supplies, her laundry, soap, and, you know, a basket, a vacuum cleaner. There's a couple of vacuum cleaners around. It's like she would be the one to clean up and all that good stuff. Let's go upstairs. So this is the actual homeless shelter for the girls, and we'll start over here. So this is the computer lab. This is like their little computer lab. You got 2 computers, a research area, and bookshelves. I had the girls take pictures for I had them take pictures of their babies and of themselves, and in each room they had put the pictures up of themselves and their babies. You know, I guess I could have left them there, but I had them take them with them. That was a little dog bed. This shelter is basically for teens that have gotten pregnant and all that good stuff. So yeah, this is for teens that had gotten pregnant. You know, you could have single dads here too, but I didn't have single dads, I only had single moms. So this is what one of the rooms looked like. This is the purple room. As you can see, this was one of the babies. I left her picture here. Oops. But yeah, this is one of the rooms for the girls. I had the doors locked, you know, where only they could go into. So the room comes with a bed, an alarm clock, you know, baby supplies, you know, a little picture, make them kind of feel welcome. It comes with a crib for the child. Here they have this little dresser set up to where the girls could, like, you know, put their clothes and stuff or whatever. And like I was saying, like, you could have your Sims have the babies downstairs. You could have them have the babies downstairs, or you could have them have upstairs. But here's a bassinet. So I chose to have the girls have their babies at the hospital, even though they could have had them here, upstairs or downstairs. Okay, that's one of the rooms. So here is the bathroom. It's simple. It's blue. So the girls had a bathroom. It had a shower and a tub combo because they had, you know, the babies had aged up into infants. And before they had aged up into infants, I made sure that the girls had a really good relationship with each baby. They have a little sink in here. They have cleaning supplies, you know, like a shelter. They don't have much, but they have something. Here's another room. So I had 3 rooms for 3 moms. They have, you know, a bed, crib, bassinet, a play mat, all that good stuff you would need for each baby. I color coded each room. Now upstairs, I gave the girls a little bit more something to do. They got a TV. They have a little like workout room. Don't mind me. I'm always fixing stuff. They have a little workout room. They got a couch, a TV, some toys for the babies, blocks. They have chess, a game table. Stuff to build up their skills. They have that research room. Also up here, they have a little trash can, a recycler. Now, if you download this lot, you can see my name. It was on the front of the screen earlier in the video. Candy EM86, I believe. And you could make this into a residential rental where the girls actually have their own income. I thought about that, but I didn't do it because I wasn't sure how that would work. But the girls will have their own income, and they would, yeah, the girls will have their own income. Like, you can really make a good story out of this. But over here, so I set it up to where they have a laundry room. There's, if a dryer broke and they needed to hang their clothes, let them dry. A laundry room, more cleaning supplies, soap and all that stuff. Washers and dryers on each side. And, it was just nice for them. And then they had laundry baskets inside of the laundry room. Laundry baskets in each of the rooms. And then in the kitchen, so they just had basic necessities. They have another trash can, that recycles and gives money. This is the pink room. And, so I kind of wanted to make it neutral. There's a room for a boy, and then there's a room for two girls. And then, they had this stuff right here. They have a trash can. They have two stoves. And then they have a area, the main area, like one of the girls she's in cheerleading. I don't know if she still is. But they have cheerleading. They have arts and crafts. They have a guitar. They have vending machines up here if they want to get snacks. Camera for taking pictures. They have their kitchen. They were responsible for making their own meals. They can make group meals, or they could buy snacks, but they were responsible for taking care of themselves. And in my head, I allowed the girls to hire nannies, so this is a government facility, the Sims government, and so they would pay for all of the government would pay for them to have a nanny to come and help the girls, after school when they were tired, so that they could relax and take care of things. Over here, so say if you had an older child, you could switch those beds out and put bunk beds in there. I didn't think of that in the beginning, but yeah, you can switch and put the bunk beds in there. So I used all this cute little decor, to make a fairy room, to make a whimsical room for children so that they would be comfortable here. If there was a child living here with their mom, or even a sibling, if they had siblings, you had a teen sister taking care of her brother and sister. That's why they have multiple types of beds. But yeah, they have a toy box in here, which is locked. I mean, the room is locked because the kids never, they haven't aged up into toddlers. I haven't played with them in a while. And then they have this, these bookshelves. There's places to sit. There's a toy box. There's a dollhouse. There's toys and stuff downstairs. Like I said, one of the girls had a dog. She took her dog with her. Yes, you can have pets here, but you're responsible for taking care of them. I couldn't put the pit bull into the room by itself, so I set it downstairs. So the pet was kind of like the little mascot. They had a little dog that was cute. But let me go into the gallery and I'm going to show you the girls. And then, like, I'll also show you the build that we're going to tour. And in fact, I'll just place the build down from the gallery and show you some things. So here is the gallery. That is my name, Candy M86, if you wanted to download the shelter. Alright, let me go to View Catalog. So, let me go to Households. And I've done a bunch of makeovers and stuff like that, so. Now, I don't have an updated version of the girls, but here we are. These are the girls. So we have Madison Taylor. I believe she has the son. And she's the one that had the dog. Madison is the one that had the dog. No, Madison doesn't have the dog. So you have Madison Taylor, but she has a little girl actually. These are her traits. She's domestic, creative, and neat. I got these girls off the gallery. They were already pregnant. Now, on console, you cannot have actual teen pregnancies in the game, period. You can't. You have to have a mod. But the girls, so what you got to do is you got to go in, get it all set up, whatever, play them as young adults, and then type in cast.full edit mode, and after they've had their babies, go back in, use the cast.full edit mode and edit their relationships. It's already going to say that they're the mother of the children, and you just gotta turn it back into teens, and they will go to school and all of that. So this is another one of the teen moms. This is Stacia, and I put that in here, I put that in the description. Not my Sims, PS5 version. You have to use cast.full edit mode after they have the babies, and change well, I should have said them, but change them to teens. I have a shelter. I was just letting you know I have a shelter I want to use, and kind of go for a teen mom story. All ladies are from the gallery. I did put that on there. Now, it doesn't say who the creators are. I think I have them saved, or I probably deleted them, but they were in my library. But this is another one of the teen moms. This is Belle Yeager. As you can see, she's like, I would say she's Hispanic, or you could say she's Filipino or Asian. But yeah, she's a Renaissance sim. She's self-assured. She's a perfectionist, and she's an athlete. Like, all the girls have different personalities. This young lady here, she's creative and she's cheerful, and she wants a successful lineage. Now, those are the girls that we're going to be playing with. Oh, and I can show you from my library the other family that I have. So, like I said, households, Max Bonds. Oh, I can't show you from the library, but Max Bonds, he is the one that is funding all of this. He works for the government, so he told Miss Tessa, he wanted her to take care of the girls while they were here, and eventually that they will be moving into their own housing. And so let me show you that. I don't want to bulldoze this. So I'm going to go to another empty spot, and I will show you that. And I've been working on this storyline. I just moved him in here. He needs to move back into his own place, Mr. Bond. So you can see he's rich, he has government money, all that good stuff. Let's go back to Managed Worlds. And for the sake of me showing you guys, how I did this and set this up. I'm going to show you exactly what I did. I'm going to place the lot down somewhere else, and I might keep it, to be honest, but yeah, I'm going to place it down somewhere else. I thought this would be fun. This is going to be like real fun. And then like I'm going to show you the lady that we're going to be working with that's going to be helping these young ladies. And I downloaded her and her family from the gallery. I wanted to re-upload her and her little family, but you know how people are on the gallery about using their Sims, and it's like, well, the gallery is meant just for that, you know. If I built, I'm gonna use this lot. Say if I built a house and I wanted to just recreate everything, right? You know, or say if I built a house and I'm tired and I just want to go to the gallery, find a family. Okay, boom, did that. But a lot of creators will say, do not steal my builds or my Sims. And me personally, I did get in trouble for that because at first I was downloading lots and re-uploading lots that I downloaded, but now I don't do that. What I like to do is, I can't remember everybody that I get everything from, but I will always put it in the description, or I don't put it in the description as much, but what I will do is let people know, hey, this is where I got this from. Like, I want to turn Innis Green into Disney World, so I found somebody that made Disney World, right? Obviously, this is not Innis Green. You can put this in Oasis Springs, or you can put it in Get Famous. But yeah, so let me find it. Here is the build. I don't know if this is the updated version or not, but we're gonna run with it. Oh, it's a residential rental. So we're going to use this version. Actually, let's turn this into a residential rental. So I can show you what I did. It's so cool what I did. I'm proud of it. And so I'm going to show you on the gallery what exactly I was talking about when I tried to credit other people. So the original house was made by Little Simsy. I took Little Simsy's house and I recreated it 3 different times. Trust me, I had to draw it out myself, and I also put in there, inspired by Little Simsy's 100 Baby Starter. So if you want to go grab that lot, you can. And let's place it furnished. So I wanted to use her house that she made, but I wanted to redecorate it and all that stuff. But I'm going to show you her original house and what I did with her house. It's interesting. It's so cool. I like what I did. Now, this is what I did, guys. I'm going to show all of these houses. So this is Little Simsy's original house. Now, I am not a landscaper like she is. She had it all dolled up real pretty. This is her original house. So what I did was, I'm using residential rental, and you'll see why, because the girls, they got to pay rent. They got to do all this stuff. But, so this is what I did. I made a red house. The lady that's living in the red house that you guys see when I first started the video, this is her house. Mr. Maxwell had picked picked a mother. She used to be a teen mom. She's a young adult now. She had her first baby when she was 15. She has two boys. And he told her, I want you to run this government facility property for me. She was like, okay, I can do that. He was like, yeah, I want you to run that for me. I want you to make these girls feel welcome. I want you to mentor them, all this type of stuff. So here we go. This is the house. It's I use Parenthood. She had cottage living in here, and it worked out perfectly because all the reds like kind of go together and match. This is the red house. This is the property owner's house. Yeah. She has her refrigerator. You know, it's all nice and pretty. This is the little bathroom. All that stuff. It's good. So she has two boys. She has a toddler and she has a child that's still in school. This is their room. They have a bed and they have a taller bed and a potty. The potty you'll have to move. Like on some of these, I didn't player test it before I uploaded it to the gallery, but you get the gist. And so this is all like boy themed and stuff. You could say he's into sports. The government supplied her with this house. You know, they gave her everything that's in this house. She has like a little closet area. You know, she has a shoe rack. Here's the bed. She has her high school diploma. You know, she has a journal, an alarm clock, you know, stuff of that nature. And then also, you know, marbles and stuff like that. Or her personal lot for the little boy. This is the mailbox. This would be considered house number 4. I was trying to color code everything, but you know, whatever. This is house number 4. This is the blue house. This is for the young lady that has the dog. You can see there is a dog play area or something to put the dog toys in. So in this house, I kind of did this one. I like it. She has a couch. She has that. She has little blue and purple flowers in front of her house. So I kind of did color coordinate. She has everything the other house has. And this bathroom, I think I did this bathroom kind of cute. Look at that wallpaper. And she has a bath mat. Now her house is the only house that had a plunger. By the time I was finished doing these houses, I was tired. It took me all day, especially on console. But yeah, this is her bathroom. This is her closet. You know, she has her little backpack, her shoes. She has a computer to do homework and study extra hard, all that good stuff. They have a bookcase. This is the baby's room. I'm proud of the baby's room. I really like it. Excuse me. Now, I did go online and excuse me. I went online and I got these little baby ultrasounds and I put them in each of the girls' house so they can like kind of mimic like, oh, my baby with the ultrasound. And then I also went online and I found like this little baby closet type thing that was put together, and it's so adorable. So the baby has a little record player. There's some flowers on the floor. I don't know if I'll continue to have that. They got a play mat. They have a changing table, and they have a laundry basket. They also have a little bookshelf. Let's just say it sticks to the wall. It's not going to break the window. Holds a couple of books, you know, stuff like that. And everything is all color coordinated. So, yeah, it's blue. All blue. You know, of course, there's going to be pink items, The Sims. Blue. So pretty. I love it. And then the mom, she has a little background. Now, for government housing, this is like, cute. I'm gonna show you guys the playground area last. This is the pink house, same setup, pink bathroom. Now the blue house is the only house that has that other thing in it. This has this, for their shower needs and all of that. Her room, so cute. And her, her journal. Same setup, it's just everything is all pink. Now the only thing about this house is it is like a brown color because I couldn't find any pink siding and I wanted all the siding to match. But of course there's pink flowers in front of it. She has her lights and all that good stuff. Here is this. This is the yellow house. As you can see, it's all yellow. Now she has white furniture because I couldn't find a yellow couch that I liked that would go well with this. She has all white furniture. The baby's room is like a gray because I couldn't find a swatch that would go yellow. It wouldn't let me download this version to the gallery because it said this picture here is considered custom content, but it's really not. But yeah, I couldn't find everything yellow for the baby, but I think I did a really good job color coordinating. She has the strawberries and stuff. So yeah, these are the houses. So this build comes with 2 play areas. You have the play area over here for like the younger kids, for like the toddlers and the babies. I put a tree. Well, you can't see the tree, but there's a tree somewhere. There's a tree right here that gives off shade so that the parents, they can put their babies down and relax, and they could sit on the bench and just have a good time. When they have friends, they can invite their friends over, and their friends they could hang out with them, go to their own personal house. They have residential rentals, so they can come into their house. They have little plots of grass. But anyway, this is like the toddler / little kid area for like your babies. They have a little water play situation going on over here. They have sand. There's a dollhouse. They have a pool, if they want to take their little infants. I don't know if infants can get into the pool, but the toddlers can. I thought like stuff for like little children, because like big kids, there's a little radio out here that'll probably get broken if it ever rains. But I was thinking like this is perfect to have 2 separate play areas, because the big kids, they can come over here and play too. But ideally, like if it were me and I was funding this, I would tell the parents, if your older children are going to come over here, you need to watch them, because there are little babies and stuff out here. You don't want to trample people's babies. You don't want to run over and knock toddlers down, all that good stuff. This is the bigger kids play area. Excuse me, I forgot what I was saying. This is the big kids play area. They have a jungle gym. Like there's toys over there for if they want to go play with toys. There's toys over there. They have the butterfly catching things, to raise caterpillars and stuff like that. Now, I didn't put butterflies out here, but I just thought it'd be cute. But they have arts and crafts, they can make crafts outside in the summer. There's a barbecue, a community barbecue, just in case the girls don't feel like cooking and they want to, eat and enjoy their children being outside, they can. There's a picnic table. They can sit down at any of these tables and eat. Um, this is a little laundry area, so I thought it would be kind of neat to have a little laundry area out in the back. Of course they're gonna have to leave and come over here to do their laundry, but yeah, I thought this was so cute. I downloaded this little building from the gallery. I just didn't feel like building anymore. I didn't feel like drawing another single line, okay? And what I actually ended up doing was, so I took these walls like this. And what I did was I made it into one room. Oh, you have to knock that one down too. Yep. So I did this. Now I got this idea after I had tried to figure out how to draw everything, because like I'm one of those type of people. I had to count the tiles and everything, so I did this before I filled everything up, but I could have just did it after I filled everything up and just changed the colors. And boom, I just copy and pasted the house when it was empty. But now that I know what to do, and make my life easier, if I want to build something, or if I want to ever build like a little community neighborhood, like I could have used a 50 by 50 40 and added even more houses. And I might just do that. I might, but not tonight. Oh no. No. But yes, like, and then I might put some more young adults over here, like a single dad, Oh, that would be so cute. And extend this out. Okay, I'm going to leave this lot right here. I'm going to leave this lot exactly where it is because I have an idea. That's going to be so freaking cute. But anyway, yes, that's what I did. And that's how, like, because it took me a couple of hours. I was stopping. I was going. I was like, it took me all day, literally. Because holding this controller or console, oof, your hands get tired. So now I'm going to take you and we're going to start the actual gameplay. This was fun. It was fun. And I kind of got my main story together. This was fun. You know what? I might even just have regular people live on the last day. I don't have to just be like, I might even have a couple live here. They don't have to be, well, I made it for teen moms. But like, what if there is like a couple, a young couple, a young adult couple, or a young teen couple, and they both decided they're trying to work it out and stay together they want to be together? Or what if there's like a single dad, or what if there's a grandma or a grandpa raising their grandchild? Anyway, I placed a lot here in Strangerville. It's on a 40 by 30 lot, I believe. Yeah, 40 by 30 lot. And so, if you wanted to download this lot, you are more than welcome to. Have fun. Download it, put it on a 60 by 64 lot. Copy and paste. Cut out those walls, copy and paste the little houses and all that good stuff. And, you'll be able to, make your own little neighborhood, tell a story. It don't even have to be government houses. What if it's just for parents getting on their feet or whatever? I don't know. Have fun with it. That's what I did. Alright, anyway. So let's go back into tonight. We're going to be playing with the Oldham family. The young lady She is in charge of running this property. She's the property owner. Now, I did have her try and go meet Tessa, but Tessa is a celebrity, and for whatever reason, every time I tried to get her to go meet her, she just would not do it. Tessa was like, nope, nope, nope. She kept dodging her. So we're gonna play out some of her storyline, and then I'm gonna have her. She knows all of the teens, but I'm going to have her go and try to get introduced to some of these babies, because when I downloaded her, she didn't have no skills or anything, and she still doesn't. And so, a little thing about the old hams. Let me give you a little bit of a backstory. I downloaded them. Her and her oldest son have a bad compatibility, and so she's working on her relationship with him. Like right now, like they're pretty good. I haven't seen too much of a fallout, but I'm sure they will have a fallout. I have been working on my storytelling. These are the old hams. So right now, it looks like everybody's getting up. They went to bed. I was looking for a clothing store to download. See, she's over there cooking for her babies. It is 4:30 in the morning. You are not finna go outside, sir. What I can have him do is play dolls with his brother while she is cooking. So her name started with an R, and it was hard to pronounce. I could not pronounce this girl's name for anything. Whoever created her, they did a really good job. But anyway, I could not pronounce her name to save my life, so I changed her name to Rosalind. Rosalind Oldham. And then you have Rodney, and you have Roderick, the little baby boy. But yeah, it's 4:30 in the morning. This kid is not going out by himself. I mean, he can. His mom's out there, but still. She's like, brother. He's like, brother, I want to play, let's play at this dollhouse. It's kind of cool. Like, the brothers can build their little relationship. I did the event, and they have this stuff right here. Now, she does have money. She has money. What'd you do with your food? Well, she was. Oh, she cooked a family meal. So let's just bring that over here. I have it on auto lights. And like, so she's checking on her boys. What did you make? Let's make breakfast. Okay, well, she's gonna do that. She's gonna grab her little serving. She's gonna eat. And so, even though she's in government housing, Mr. Maxwell told her whenever she decides to move, if she ever does, she cannot have that money. That $3 billion that belongs to the government. So, I got her a job. I got her a job, guys. And. Oh, okay. This is not gonna work. No, but I got her a job. We'll see. I got her into the decorating career, but it didn't work last night. In fact, let's just change her career. She's gonna be a freelance writer. That way she can spend more time with her kids. Find a job. I want you to be a freelance writer. I was gonna have her do artist, but I was like, no, I do artist all the time. And so they're having a good time. I want you to go into freelance work. Freelancer. Yeah. Because that didn't work last night. And even though I have that decorating pack or whatever, it doesn't work out. And so she changed her career. Right now, I'm going to have her grab a serving for her little boy. pick up a serving. And then I'm gonna have her give him some apple juice, and I'm gonna have him stop playing. So come on, baby boy. And her oldest son, he's gonna eat, and I'm gonna have him talk to his mama. So yes, she's going to be a freelance writer. She does not have a writing skill yet, but this is what she's gonna do. Her alarm went off. Oh, I'm sorry if I pause. And then, so there's that. He's gonna eat. Eat your food, baby boy. She's gonna talk to her oldest son. She's gonna be like, Rodney. She's gonna become best friends with him right now. Yep. That's her oldest son. She's like, hey, baby boy, how are you doing this morning? Let me show you their relationship panel, though. They had bad compatibility. See that? They had bad compatibility. And he's talking about the rain. He's like, I hope it doesn't rain today, mama. He's like, I really want to go outside and play with the other kids today. I want to be able to make new friends or whatnot. She's like, that's real good, baby boy. And then she's going to discuss injuries with him. Aww. She said, give me a hug. I hope you have a great day at school. And look at him. He's feeling good. He got a sentiment. She's going to throw that away. He's babbling. He's talking about blocks and super dolls and all that stuff. She's going to let him out. Oh, look at him. He's helping clean up. Now, yesterday when I started this, I had to make him do stuff to help out. But, you know, today he's doing it on his own. Put this away for your mom. And she said, baby boy, did you get your homework done? He said, yeah, it's done. She said, oh, that's real good. Real good. She said, I'm so proud of you, son. First of all, let me do this. She said, I'm so proud of you, son. You are just a little man that I wanted you to be. I'm playing from her point of view. This will be rotational gameplay when I go live. Because for the simple fact is, like, I think it'll be neat to play from the person's game or point of view. And I think it'll also be fun just to see who the girls are going to be interacting with, who's going to be their mentor, and all of that good stuff. But yeah, this is just my little idea. Anyway, I'm getting her set up, and then like maybe we'll go to one of the other girls' house. So she's going to clean that up, and then I'm gonna have her. She's gonna tell her, she's like, baby boy, we gotta start potty training you. That way, if I get you potty trained, the other girls won't have problems when it comes time to potty train their kids. So she's gonna potty train him. She's like, come on, baby boy. Come on. And see, look at her son. He's over here playing with the toys. I love that for him. And then also, while she's potty training, I'm going to have her use the bathroom. And then I'm going to have her invite over Mr. Maxwell. She's going to invite him over. Mr. Maxwell, he wants to see the lie. He wants to see what the government did. He wants to see the lie. He wants to see what did the government do, how everything turned out, and all that good stuff. He's like, Mom, I'm going to school now. She's like, okay, I'll see you later. Have fun at school, make friends. He said, okay. I'm working on this storytelling.
Gibbs,
Make
hey,
friends.
Bozzy.
She's like, there you go, champ. She said, if you feel something down there, just let it go. That's all you got to do, baby boy.
Alfonso, Bannon, Gravy.
That's how you learn how to use the restroom like us adults and
Yukana Dimple.
big people. I'm pretty sure the other girls they headed off to school. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
Ina.
She's like, you're so good at this. She said, look at my baby boy.
Afanaya.
Look at my baby boy. He's sleepy.
Want a fish?
Why don't you just take a nap in here so that she can keep an eye on you? Take a nap in there. She said, there you go, son. She said, I heard you. You are using the potty like a big boy. I'm so proud of my baby boy. I'm so proud of you, Roderick. If I sound like this, guys, I am sick. I can't help it. I'm sick. He's like, nap time, mommy, nap time. She said, okay, son, go ahead and take your little nap. So back to the mama. She's like, I have to call Mr. Maxwell. Ooh. He met Kaylee.
Befete Pelka.
She said, Mr. Maxwell, how are you doing this morning? He's like, I'm doing pretty good. She's like, are you ready for a tour of the property? He's like, yeah, I am. She's like, okay, I'm gonna have you come over and get a tour. So, he's here. She's like, today the principal is visiting Rodney's class. Everyone is to be on their best behavior and not interrupt the lesson. Unfortunately, the kid sitting behind him has decided to pelt him with something. Should he ignore it or should he ask the kid to stop? Let's ignore it. Rodney keeps his eye trained dutifully on the board, hoping the kid will stop. Instead the kid fires a ball of paper so hard it rolls up to the teacher's feet. For once somebody else gets in trouble and Rodney gets to look innocent and is studious. Oh, good job, Rodney. So, yes. So, let's add him to a group. Form a group with him. Yes. And then I want you to ask him about his day. She's like, Mr. Maxwell, how was your day? He's like, oh, my day's pretty good. She's like, that's great. He's like, oh, this looks really nice. Is this the apartment that you got? Is this the little house that you got from our program? She's like, yes, this is my little place. He said, that's great, girl. He said, Miss Rosalind, I'm so proud of you. Yes, we know. He said, have you thought about what I said? He said, I hope you find yourself a little job, young lady. He said, you know, whenever you move out or your kids get old enough to get out of the program, he said, you're going to have to take your own money with you. She's like, I know. He's like, all right. He said, I know you're going to be great for these girls. You're going to be a great mentor, helping them with their children. He's like, I hope to be able to buy even more properties. Those other houses I put down. He said, I hope to be able to buy more properties and they put more construction down and we'll be able to put in more families. She's like, yeah, that'll be wonderful. So, let me make this sync type. He said, can you give me a tour of the place? She's like, yeah, I'll be able to give you a tour. He's like, okay, that's great. That's why I made her freelance writer, because they're going to buy more properties, right? More properties. And
Hi. Smiling face with open hands.
oh, hi, Miss V. How are you? I I'm glad that you tuned in. I've been sitting up here talking. But yeah, they're gonna buy that other property that I made, and I'm actually gonna set that up. Anyway,
Ah.
so she's gonna give Mr. Maxwell a tour of the property since, he's helped funded this. She's like, Mr. Maxwell, would you like a tour of the property? He said, yeah, I sure would. So let's go here. Go here together. He said, I see everything turned out really nice for you. You got a nice computer. He's like, let me just test this out for you. She's like, yeah, you go ahead. Go right ahead. Anyway, they're going to go tour the property. She's like, come on, I want to show you the little parks and all of that good stuff. He's like, oh, this is lovely. This is lovely, Miss Rosalind. She's like, yeah. Look, so we got a play area for the little kids. Um, y'all, I'm not good at storytelling. Oh, he's her baby. So he's gonna come here and talk to his mama. Gonna hug her lovingly. Quirk revealed. Hates wake up time. Roderick rarely wakes up in a good mood. Toddlers who hate wake up time often behave like grumpy bunnies when they wake up from their nap or sleep. Alright, so there you go. So he's gonna come over here and talk to his mom, and she's like, so yeah, this is a little play area for the little kids. They have a water area, um, toys, a little rug out here, a mat for the infants, and a slide. So she's like, let me show you she said, since we already have these properties rented out, I'm going to show you the other property. He's like, yeah, that'll be a great idea. Come on, Rodney, where are you at? Oh, Roderick. Are you coming to your mama? He's like, Mommy, I had a bad dream. Can I get a hug? She's like, yes, I'll hug you. He said, this is your boy? This is your baby boy? Babble. Oh, he likes to sing. This little boy likes to sing. He's going to sing a song for Mr. Maxwell. She, patty cake, baker's man. So let's pretend like he's paying attention. And so she's like, so this is the place, or this is the area for the older kids. They'll have this, that, and the third. I don't know. I do know, but I can't think. And so, yeah, she's like, look, we even have a barbecue grill out here for the moms and stuff. Don't you run away, sir. She's like, let me show you the laundry room area. Go here together. You're not done. You're taking a tour. She's like, look at this. We even have a laundry room area. He's like, yeah, lovely, lovely. I like this a lot. She said the other property is a mirror image, but I think we're gonna have more little houses, and we'll be able to have grandparents come and stay with their grandchildren, all that, and we'll be able to have more people. Maybe even some couples will be able to stay. Some teen couples or young adult couples. He's like, this is great. I love what they did for the government housing. She's like, yeah. So I'm going to have her have a discussion with him. Have a discussion interest. That's what we're going to do. Friendly, discuss interests. Deep thoughts. Have a deep conversation. He's like, Miss Rosalind, I would like to have a conversation with you. She said, yeah, what's going on? He said, what do your parenting skills look like? He said, how are you going to be able to mentor these young ladies? She said, my parenting skills are pretty good. I had my first son when I was 15. He said, well, I understand that, but he said, what's your relationship like with him? She said, It's okay,
Fun
but
and
I
groggy?
have my ups and downs. He's like, I
Oh,
want you to take a
yes.
couple of parenting classes. Also, while, you have your job and all that good stuff. She's like, okay, I'll do that. So she's like, why don't we have a little cloud gaze together? He's like, yeah, I would love to. He said, I'm so glad that the money went towards a good thing for these people. He said, in fact, you should buy that other property. She's like, you think so? He said, yeah, use the money for what it's there for, kid. He said, we got properties to fill up. So let's buy another residential rental. I'm going to have to make families to put into these places, but I have an idea. I have an idea. This is going to go exactly the way I want it. Okay. Uh, I hope everybody's enjoying the stream. My name is Candy. I go by Candy Coda Sims on YouTube. I'm trying my hand at streaming again. I was streaming before, but I stopped, and that was like a year ago. But I want to get back into it, so I hope you guys are having a nice day wherever you are, morning, noon, or night. And so here we go. This is the other property. It's like the other one, but yes, buy this property. Confirm. Furnished. She's the property manager of both of these properties. She has a big task on her hand. That's why she's living rent free. Okay? Because, baby, you got to. You got to. She's going to be doing this property manager job also while doing her freelance job. And so I'm going to have her, look for something with that too and take her parenting class. I'm gonna switch households too, so that we can jump into some of the teens' lives and see what they're doing, see what these teens are up to. This is called Teen Mom. I might just change this whole series name. It's gonna be something different. Oh, I turned the music off, and I said I was gonna turn it back up. That Sims music is annoying to me, but yep. Here we are. These are the properties. Roderick went to daycare. She's like, it's snowing out here. Strangerville must be hot all the time. Yep, it is. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Let's set this up. Let's set up one of these properties and see. Oakenstead. Okay, this is that. Can we set up the leasing agreement? That's what I wanted to do. Let's see. View the leasing agreement. So it is $64 a day. Let's change this to $100 a day. I did $250 with the other girls, and they needed $20,000 to move in, and so no. Let's just in case, because these are supposed to be low income apartments, technically. And we'll do uh oh I have an idea. So we'll do 100 days at $100. That's like a year. Well, more than a year Sims time. And so on here we're not gonna have any rules and all that good stuff. And so let's see if we can't fill the vacancy. I have an idea. This is gonna make sense when I get done. Yes, it is. I'm gonna have her fill a vacancy. She's gonna be a busy woman. I wonder how she's gonna be able to manage motherhood, mentoring these teens, and trying to while also running all these properties. She don't have no idea what she got herself into, Miss Rosalind. She's like, I really don't know what I'm doing. But for free housing, I'm gonna learn. And while she's doing that, I'm gonna have her take a business class. Because think about this for a second. You would have to have some type of a business. You would have to have some type of a business class. We're back home. Let's fill that vacancy. Off camera, I'm going to fill the vacancy. But what I am gonna do is, wait. How do you manage all your properties? Oops. Oh, Willow Creek. Okay. I have this game and don't know nothing about it, y'all. So don't. Okay. So let's see. We're gonna fill the vacancy. Next. See? Look at this. You can have a teen. You can have a dog. Whatever the case may be. But if we fill him in, this is perfect. This is perfect because it doesn't necessarily have to be all teens. You have a single father and he has a child. Or, well, you have a couple and they have a child. Oh, that's perfect. So, first of all, let's do this teen. And I could put him in the blue house. I could put him in number 4. Yeah. Fill the vacancy with number 4. Yep. Let's set the rent $100 per day. He can afford 117. Let's do 110. We're going by their income. It's like real life. $100. Ooh. Okay. And she's like, I'm gonna fill that vacancy. Anyway, he can have pets and all that stuff. Yes, you. Confirm. So, now, let's go travel over there and see who we put in the house. Excuse me. She's like, let's go meet our new tenant. Yeah. I'm gonna make different color houses too. I don't know if I'm gonna color coordinate all the furniture, but I'm gonna make different color houses. I might even give him a little toddler and say, his backstory could be, my mom is an addict. I'm raising my little brother, whatever the case may be. All of that good stuff. Oh, this is a girl. And she has a dog. Introduce yourself. Friendly introduction. She's like, hi, I'm Rosalind, the new property manager. She's like, hi, what's your name? Dara. She's like, I'm Dara. And this is Hano. New personality trait. Rosalind has been a social butterfly recently. It feels good. It feels great being outgoing and socializing with other Sims. Yep. And so she's like, I hope you like Willow Creek. Welcome you and your dog, Hano. Let's ask her about her day. No. Ask her about her day. Funny. Oh, let's ask her, ask about the rental conditions. She's like, hey, how do you like the place? What do you think of the house? She's like, the stove doesn't work. She's like, it doesn't work. She's like, let me go in here and, let me go update the house. She said, we just got these properties. Let me go do some maintenance checks for you, and then we'll figure out from there. Good grief. Mr. Bonds is calling. Hey, Rosalind, I think Mia Munch is pretty cute. Should I ask her out? Let's pretend he's like, Rosalind, did you get a new tenant for that other property yet? She said yes. And while I'm here, I'm going to do a maintenance inspection. She already gave the property a thumbs down. I think it's really nice. She said, let me just make sure and check that everything is working. But he said, what do you think about that woman? She said, well, you should figure that out for yourself, Mr. Bonds. I have a job to do. So let's do a... No, we're not going to cook in these people's house. You're going to go home and do your own cooking. Let's do a maintenance inspection. She said, let me check this stove and this refrigerator. Everything a property manager should do, right? And then I'll have her come in here and check the toilet. She's like there. She's like, well, everything's set up. At least that's working. She's like, this young lady doesn't have a kid, but she does have a dog. We're going to pretend that the other lady filled up all this food for her animal, but she didn't. She's like, it feels good to be helping the community out.
Goni.
I'm loving this already, but it is so cold. Set that to warmer. Yes, girl, set this apartment up for her. She's setting it to warmer for her. She's like, stove, check. Refrigerator, check. Toilet, it's next on my list. Check. I want to get into more streaming. Like, I'm not computer literate, but I know how to work this game. I want to learn how to edit my own videos. They say you can do it on the app. I just need to try. Like, that's my biggest problem. I procrastinate so much. Because I will have an idea, I'll think about it, I'll procrastinate on it, and then I'll stress out about it while thinking about it, while procrastinating, and never get it done. Crazy work. She's like, alright, the refrigerator's up and running. Let's do the toilet. She's like, okay, the toilet is good. Just want to make sure the accommodations are up to par for the resident. Here comes the resident. She's like, Miss Rosalind. She's like, oh, thank you so much for checking out the place for me. She's like, I'll see you later, Miss Rosalind. Thank you.
What app you have to edit your video on?
I don't have an app. I need to do it on my phone. Thank you, Miss V. I didn't know you were still watching. I was watching the stream on my phone to see if everything was working, but I turned it off because it was echoing. But yeah, I need to figure out an app on the phone. I don't know anything about it. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna just live stream until I figure some stuff out. And that's part of my procrastination. There's Stacia. She's like, oh, Miss Rosalind, congrats on the new resident. And so what I'm going to do is take her over there and go meet Stacia. Well, she knows her. She's one of the team moms. Actually, she's inviting us out. So we're going to pretend that we did everything that we're supposed to do for her.
I'm watching and busy though with my newborn.
Oh, congratulations on your newborn. Thank you. And thank you for tuning in. I hope I'm not too boring. I'm just making this stuff up as I go. I decided I wanted to like share this little whatever. I don't know what to call it. But yeah. Congrats on your newborn, girl. Hopefully he or she is doing well. And hopefully the newborn trenches aren't like wearing you down too much. I have a 15-year-old daughter. She's about to be 16 in March. Whew, I remember the newborn trenches. My baby. Let me tell you about my baby. I worked overnight, and I believe that little girl took my schedule 16 years ago, 15 years ago. She was up with me every night from 10 o'clock at night until 7 a.m. We had some good times together, me and her. I would sit there and just, and this is what spoiled her. I would sit there and hold her, and we would watch King of the Hill every night throughout feedings and changings and going back to bed. She wasn't really fussy, but oh my God. But yeah. And my daughter, like, even as a 16-year-old, she's still kind of a night owl, but she learned how to go to bed. Like, whew, that baby girl. She learned how to take her butt to bed. So what are we doing? We got invited out, so we're going to hang out with some of the moms. And then, like, she's going to get to know them a little bit better. So what do we got to do? Blow bubbles at the bubble blower. Okay, so... Girl, you might want to put on some warm clothes. She's like, let me put on my jacket. Because why? Oh, outfits. Yeah, it's too cold out here to be wearing that. I got some other ideas too. Like, I want to download a store because her boys only have one outfit apiece and she has all these outfits. So she's going to have to go shopping for her kids. You can tell she was struggling. So, you know, propose a crazy scream. She's going to talk to these girls. She's like, how are you guys doing? Describe a new idea. She's like, I got a bunch of new ideas to help you ladies. I'm going to take a couple of... Like, she put her business out there. She's like, I'm going to take a couple of parenting classes and see how everything goes. So that way I can help mentor you guys better. She's like, I'm still a young mom myself. I'm only 19, you know. So... She said, "This is Dara. This is one of our new tenants." We're just gonna ask her about her day again. Oh, she nosy. She's like, Dara, you really shouldn't be doing that to people in their conversations. Oh, she's tired. See, I don't play with cheats because I'm trying to get my trophies, but I might have to. We're at a restaurant. How the heck? Okay. Oh, okay. I'm like, they tripping. How are we gonna do a bubble blower? We're at a restaurant. Never mind. Where's the bubble blower at? Bubble blower, bubble blower. Oh, it's over here. Okay. Sorry if I'm pausing. Sit and try together, everybody. She's like, come on, girls. Let's go try this bubble blower. Let's just imagine. So one of the girls is going to be like, isn't that considered a hookah? She's like, no, this is bubbles. Bubbles can't hurt. It's not hookah. She's like, I don't think. I don't think it is. That is funny. She's like, girl, get over here. She's like, oh my God. She's like, this is so harsh. She's like, are you sure this isn't hookah? This is so harsh. It hurts my chest. She's like, no, it's not hookah. Look at her. Let's just do a friendly introduction. She's meeting a couple of people while she's out. She's like, I'm gonna need some friends so that I can do. I had another idea, you guys. I need to make somebody with a small business and have them run classes and like give them a real you know how James Turner, he got that school for skill building for his adults for the Big Wallet family. I don't know if you guys tuned in or watch, but so we're gonna send her home. She's gonna be like, girls, I gotta go, I'm tired, I gotta go check on my kids. And so we're gonna have her do that, and then she's gonna say yeah, that'll be more for me. It'll be more interacting with the game. To like have a little building where she could go actually take her parenting classes. That's what I'm gonna do. and they're going to be able to do like cooking classes. And so I have